Okay, test, test, test. Let's see if it is working. I need this to load. View your channel. No. Come on. Ah, there it is. Ah, there it is. Great. So, I've had the question, how do I do my herb runs? Especially for profit. So, the thing is, for profit, the first thing we need to really recognize is that prices change on the Grand Exchange all the time. So, what you're going to really want to do is use the wiki to determine what seed gives the most profit on an average basis. And then I'm going to show you how I do my herb runs. The only reason I'm using Felstock seeds is because it's the highest level seed, and that's what I have planted anyways. I'm also 120 farming, right there. 105 million XP, 120. I don't really plan on doing any more farming. So that's why I have the highest level planted, because I kind of wanted them planted for it to be pretty anyways. But here is how I was doing them before I got to 120. So the first thing we need to know is, as the best possible farming cape you have. If you have a 99 cape, use that. If you have a 120 cape, use that. If you don't have a farming cape, it really doesn't matter. You should have enough quests to be able to use the magic secateurs in your tool belt. The magic watering can helps, and then I believe these other four things just kind of, they already come in your tool belt naturally. So those are what you need. The next thing I'm looking at is the outfit. I use the Master Farmers. What that does is it not only gives me more crops, it will clean the herbs. So if you don't want it to clean the herbs, I believe you can toggle it. I'm not 100% certain on that. I haven't really tried. Don't really care. I mean, cleaning it or not, sometimes cleaning actually makes more profit anyway, so hey, do that as you will. If you want the herbs to bank automatically, I do not recommend it, but if you want them to, you can use Signs of the Porter or a Grace of the Elves, charged with Sign of the Porter. I turn my Sign of the Porter off. You see right here, it's says the Porter functionality of your Grace of the Elves is disabled. I like to keep it off because it's easy enough to do without it, and quite frankly, you will lose money in the long run if you use your porters. The next thing I'm looking at is the path that I'm going to take. So I'm going to look at my teleports. I know that at least from my teleport spot, I don't have the direct teleport right next to the herb patch in Trollheim. So that's the one I'm going to start first, is Trollheim. I'm going to bring a teleport tablet. You can replace that with sorry, that's not the right one. Right here. 2 fire runes and 2 law runes. So if you don't have the ability to make Trollheim teleport tablets, use 2 fire runes and 2 law runes. The next place is going to be Prifdinus, so I have an attuned crystal teleport seed. And where that's going to take me is Cruis, number 5, right here. That's where the herb patch is, and it's just a couple steps away. A lot of people might not have Prifdinus unlocked, so if you don't, you can skip that step. The next thing I'm looking at is, for the most part, I'm going from left side of the map all the way to right side of the map. It's just the easy way to organize it in my head. So I start in Trollheim, then I go left to right. So Prifdinus, and then Artie. You can choose to use an Ardoin Lodestone. The faster way to do it is Manor Farm Teleport. That takes you right there. And then the next place is Catherby. Now the fastest way to do that is through the Catherby Lodestone. You can use a Camelot Teleport tablet, but it's a little bit farther. The reason that this is faster is because I have quick charges set, and that gets charged with Viswax. And one Viswax, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, gives 10 charges. So 1125, let's use one. Add to Quick Telly. Charge 1. It was at 1125, now it's at 1135. So yes, one Viswax gives 10 charges, so it's not terribly expensive. So the next place after Catherby is Falador. Now with Falador, you can use the Explorer's Ring 4. And then surge straight north. As soon as you teleport, you would be facing north. And that'll be the easiest way to get to that patch. The next thing I am looking at is, I already said Falador, so Alcarid. It's down here. Now the Alcarid one is relatively new. It's only about 1 or 2 years old, maybe. I think it's about 2 years old. Easiest way to get there is to buy a plant seed. I believe it's a mystical plant seed you can buy. Right there. Mystical sand seed, I'm sorry. If you don't want to buy that, I mean, it's only 3K. Yeah, I mean, you might have to bump it up to 5K, just depending on if it'll buy or not. It's not expensive, and it's unlimited uses. Otherwise, if you've done some thieving over there in that area, you'll get these regular plant seeds that will disappear when you use them. It doesn't matter which one you use. They're both the exact same, except the green one disappears. They take you to the exact same spot. The next spot I'm looking at after Alcarid is Canifis. More like Port Phasmatis, so it's going to be on this side of the map over here. So, and that's what the Ectophile is for. If you have the Master Farmer's outfit, you can teleport to Mauritania. That will take you to that exact patch without having to do any running. And then the last place is going to be the one in the wilderness. Now, we're not actually going to Lodestone to the Wilderness Volcano. What's going to happen is I have the Wilderness Sword 4. I can use it to Edgeville, I can use it to the Herb Patch, I can use it to pretty much anywhere in the wilderness. If I don't want to use that, the next best option is to do Edgeville. And then run over to the canoe and make a Waka canoe. Now, for the sake of this, I will do that. I'm going to do these just kind of the harder way, just so people can, or the longer way, I should say, just so people can, you know, more people can really relate to this, I guess. The last thing you're going to need to have, or two more things, I'm sorry. One, I have mobile on my Wilderness Sword, so what that's going to do is it's going to make my Surge recharge double the speed. I also have double surge, so that means I can use surge twice back to back. Now, if you have dive or bladed dive, that will also help you with your movement. It will make it even faster. And the last thing is the Green Fingers aura, which you can buy from Solomon's general store with, I believe it's loyalty points. And this recharges every hour, basically. So it'll be recharged by the time you need to do new herbs again. So let's get started with the run. Trollheim tablet. That's my first one because it's the longest run to any herb batch. Let's go down here. It's like I said, surge will be useful. That was kind of a fail surge. But you can use it on straightaways like up here to the tunnel, like I'm about to right now. Like that. And then you can use it in here as well during this long path. Like that. It's really... It really does help speed up the process. And the reason you need to be kind of fast is because your Juju farming potion is going to be on a timer. I'm kind of realizing I didn't explain the potions. So what I have here is a Perfect Plus potion. What this does is it gives me the effect of every Perfect Juju potion. What it's supposed to do is it's going to give me something called Harmony Moss, and that's just a little bit of extra profit every time. And then I also have regular Juju potions. So, perfect Juju farming and just regular Juju farming potions. You only need to drink 1 dose of each. The perfect one should last at 1 hour. If you have Perfect Plus, it lasts 4 hours. And the regular will last 6 minutes. So, that's why using Surge really helps, is because it makes it faster. I have my seeds in here, so... and I'm ready to plant. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to activate my legendary Green Fingers right now. Then drink my pots. 1, 2, and then I'm going to start picking. You can also use a summoning familiar. I don't really think it does that much. I don't really think it's worth it, but it's available. Sometimes it helps. Plant my new seed, use the herbs on the leprechaun, and teleport to the next spot. See, my outfit activated right away, or something did. I think it was my outfit. Or no, it was my cape. And you saw it noted a lot of them immediately before I noted even more of them. See, just like that. That's the nice benefit of the cape. It helps speed things up. So use the herbs on the elf/leprechaun. In one case, it'll be a person. The next thing I want is the teleports. So a Manor Farm teleport. And unfortunately, that one died. But that's okay. So if it dies, just clear it out and go on to the next spot. Callerby. One thing you don't want to forget about all these is super compost or ultra compost. Now there is a way to do it to where you can pay the leprechauns or the farmers to automatically do it for you. Once you clear out your herbs, it will already automatically have it. It's a little pricey, but it's, in my opinion, it's worth it. See the amount of herbs I'm getting. I'm going to use it on the leprechaun and then plant the new seed. Go to my next spot. That's the cabbage port. Whoa. Wow, that was weird. Normally you're facing north for that, so I'm okay with that because, you know, having a mistake in there kind of gives it a little bit of a reality of how fast you can actually do this before the timer ends. Use the herbs, plant a new seed, empty ectofile so that you can teleport there. Make your run. Surge number 1. And if you have it, surge number 2. And there you go, plant the new seed. Use the herbs on the leprechaun. And I'm going to Edgeville. So the reason I'm able to go into Edgeville safely and with all of my gear and with all of my stuff is because I've been able to toggle PvP off. You can do that right here at Vala. And just hit toggle PvP if you haven't already. And she will ask you if you want it to be on, or if you want players to attack you, or if you want to be safe. When you go over here, make a waka. Push it in, get on, and go to the wilderness. You have to make a waka to go to the wilderness. And once you're there, you can surge, and you're there. That one automatically collected everything. It looked like it was 11. So plant the seed, and you are done. So I got 1 Harmony Moss. It's like I said, it's because I had the perfect Juju available. And that was it. So, yep.